Perfect, thank you. Stand by, roll CG4. Seth is under. Open sets, Mike. You can insert his name and sneak up the card.
Plenty of sunshine, and of course, a big Illini game that happened tonight. We're looking at the State Farm Center here, glowing nice and orange there in the night sky.
We're going to have CG4 track full next with a track full stop before we go to two-shot.
But like I said, can't complain too much about the way tonight's gone so far. 36 in Champaign, 40 Decatur, 42 out in Springfield, and not too much of a wind to speak of, just around 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we go through the night, that cloud cover should keep things a little more mild, but we're still heading down there into those mid to upper 30s. Coming up, we'll start to warm up here in the next couple of days, and that active pattern continues next week. That's all coming up here on WCIA News at 10 o'clock, which starts right now.
Roll CG4. A is under, kill Seth's
news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
Roll track it. Insert.
South Regional Championship Trophy. Coach Underwood.
I'm not sure Champaign's ready for what's going on now.
That means everything. We haven't been here since 04-05. We now get to go down in history books.
Open there, Mike.
The sights and sounds of the Fighting Illini punching their ticket to the Final Four for the first time in 21 years. Champaign, Urbana, Campus Town, and many all across the state of Illinois celebrating tonight after the orange and blue defeat the Iowa Hawkeyes. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Amanda Brennan.
And I'm Glenn Kinley. You know it's a big night when you get Glenn on the desk.
Ready, CG4 sound under with boxes.
But we got to talk about.
Sports is the story.
That's the lead tonight. Brett Underwood heading to the Final Four after Illinois beats Iowa 71-59 in the Elite Eight. The first Final Four appearance it will be for Illinois since 2005. We got folks all over the place tonight, Amanda.
We have Courtney Lane Brewer alive on Green Street over on U of I's campus. Tyler Hill is at Aspen Tap House in Champaign. But Glenn, before we get to them, let's start here in the studio with you. Break down how the Illini got here.
I feel like my heart rate is still coming down from the game, especially after the way that game started. But I want to say to our viewers, this is real. You're not dreaming. Somebody pinch the person next to you. The Illini are going to the Final Four. These guys and this team will now be remembered forever. Is it fair to say forever?
I would agree.
Champaign, Illinois. That start scared everybody, though. 12-2 was the Hawkeye lead to start. Illinois battled back, but never once led in the first half. The second half was back and forth just about the whole way. 13 lead changes in the second half, but none in the final 5 minutes as Illinois pulled away and did not look back. I don't have the words to sum it up. I'm not sure exactly how to explain this moment, but I know you are probably tired of me talking. So instead, we'll listen in to Brad Underwood, who has the Illini 2 wins away from a national title. The Illini head coach says this win is bigger than himself, and it's bigger even than his team. Here's coach on the court right after cutting down the net.
Roll track it, kill their mics.
That's for everybody.
You can insert.
That's
go back to two-shot next.
Share with,
you can lose it.
Everybody who spent their dollars and came out to support us and believe in us.
No out cue.
And have great pride.
Stand by.
That's what that moment is for me.
Open both mics.
He says you dream of this moment, and he certainly has for quite some time, but he says the reality of this moment is better than he ever dreamt. The celebration is on for the Illini in Houston, but Amanda, the celebration is certainly on here in Champaign as well, and we continue our coverage with Courtney Lane Brewer.
She's live on U of I's campus. Courtney, what can you tell us about some of that Illini merchandise some are already jumping on top of tonight?
Open Courtney's mic. Kill their
mics. Amanda, Green Street has been buzzing for hours with no signs of stopping. Right now, I'm in front of Campus Inc.'s official trailer where they have been live printing and selling exclusive Final Four merchandise to fans for a couple of hours now. Several thousand already sold between their on-campus locations.
I'm going to video again.
But earlier today,
no CG.
I was up at Alma
Ready,
Mater moments after the game ended with fans already soaking it in. I talked to some Illini students who were here 2 years ago at the Alma Mater statue in Illinois, advanced to the Elite Eight to play UConn, but Final Four has a much better ring to it.
Roll track it. Kill her mic. You can insert.
Awesome. The energy is absolutely insane. The bars are insane.
They will be at the wall next.
They shut it down.
Lose it. Alcuus all the way.
I'm so excited. We're going all the way. Just wait. All the way.
Open their mics. Courtney's mic.
The action on Green Street is just getting started, and if I know anything
I'm on
about
her.
these
You
Illini
can put
fans,
in the
it might
live
just
bug.
continue up until next Saturday.
I'm gonna
when
link
Illinois
this.
takes the court in Indianapolis. Reporting on Green Street for your Illini Nation, Courtney Lane Brewer, WCIA 3 Sports.
I'm on them.
Well, what an exciting night. I'm
live
sure
bug.
there's lots of excited people on Green Street.
And Courtney summed it up. The celebration is
You can
not
close the
ending
wall.
anytime soon.
Yes, absolutely. We got more team coverage for you, including
can reveal
at
the
Aspen
wall.
Tap House, where nearly 100 fans packed the building. That's where WCIA 3's Tyler Hill was
Ready,
all
Tyler?
game long. Tyler, lots of
his mic.
smiles.
Q.
Yes, for
You can
sure,
insert his name.
Glenn, the word of the day and the word of March really is madness, and that is the perfect one to describe the atmosphere when the buzzer sounded here tonight.
Roll B.
There was a full range of emotions
I'm on
throughout
B.
this
You
2.5
can
hour
lose
game,
the
starting
live.
with nervousness.
Back in.
The Illini
Put in
went
the
down
lower third.
12-2
A-track full
early. You
side
could
is
hear
next.
a pin drop. Slowly but surely, though, the team came alive, and so did the fans,
There's
who
4
never lost
CGs
faith,
for
hitting
the
decibel
side.
levels
It's a
nearly
long
equal
side.
to a rock concert at times. Everything built towards the clock hitting zeros, and the crowd going crazy. Take a listen.
Really track it. Kill his mic. The first you get is at 10.
I feel amazing. I've waited my whole
insert.
life for this. Watching the teams
Can lose it.
in
Brandon at
2017,
30.
2016, growing up and us not being
LQ
as
is
good.
everybody here
and now
having
I'm
a
senior
good
in
time.
college, and we are the best we've ever been. Best team I've ever seen. Going to the Final Four, I've never been so happy. This is perfect.
This one ranks #1. Best
Thank you for
game I've
Brandon's
ever
name.
seen in my life.
Jackson at 40.
You never know what's going to happen in March. Here
Ready,
we
Jackson?
are, baby. We're going to make it.
I'm feeling
Miss
great.
Jackson.
They're finally going good.
Can lose
they
it.
just won this. I
And
love
Carrie
it.
at 53.
And it's my favorite team in basketball, so it's the best.
I'd say we're right up there with the
Answer, Carrie.
2005 team. I remember Darren and Dee and, watching us go to the Final Four and championship game. I mean, memories, and that's why we're out watching the game here tonight, because
Stand by, IQ is
memories
here
are made
having
when
a
you're
good
around
time.
the crowd and it's just alive and vibrant and everybody's here having a good time.
Open his mic.
That last quote coming from before the game, Malik is calling her shot, saying this team will finish off
Ready,
what the
Tyler?
04-05 team could not. It has
I'm
been
on
a
him.
crazy
Ready,
ride,
boxes?
and the Illini will have a chance to make that prediction a reality in Indianapolis. Reporting in Champaign, the home of
Boxes?
the now Final Four
Ready,
bound
two-shot?
Illinois fighting Illini. Tyler Hill, WCIA 3, your
Open
local
both
news
mics.
leader.
Tyler, I love it. Thank you so much, and I love that cute kid. Backy ball?
I'm on
It's
2-shot.
his favorite-
Tyler's
there we
clear.
go. It's his favorite
We
sport.
know that they're the
Ready,
Illini
web
are
driver?
his favorite. We got lots more
Roll the
coverage
web
on
driver.
the way, though. To stay on the top of the very latest for Illini athletics, be sure to follow along with our sports team online.
Ready,
social
another
media,
open,
our
and
website,
it'll just be
YourIlliniNation.com
Amanda.
or WCIA.com. And
5 out. Stand by. Ready, CG4. Roll CG4.
This is
Adam
your
is under.
WCIA 3
Ready,
forecast
his mic.
first, sponsored by Route 66 Solar.
Open his mic. Insert
It's
his
Friday
name,
in
sneak
Central
up the
Illinois.
cart.
Quite the difference a day makes because it is much
lose
cooler
it.
out there.
We'll have
As
C
we had
for
that
track
cool
full
front
next.
surging through, we had temperatures
Then
dropping
go
from
to Mitch
the
and Taylor
80s
at
and
the
near
wall.
90 for some folks back into the 50s before sunset. Yeah, it was potent out there. We had some strong thunderstorms too. Mostly sunny conditions by later on for today, but you're going to need that jacket for the entire day. Here are weather headlines. We'll talk
Ready,
more about
CG4?
what to expect for tonight, tomorrow, coming up real soon. But first, the morning show starts right now.
Roll CG4. Kill Adam's
You're watching
mic.
your local
Ready, both
news
mics. We'll put in
leader.
the name first before we
This is the
reveal them.
morning show.
Open their mics. Insert their
Thanks
name.
for joining us this morning. I'm Mitchell Wife.
And I'm Taylor
Can
Mitchell.
lose it. Roll
We
A
begin
and
in
reveal.
Vermilion County as the fight over a solar farm continues, this time with
We'll be
all
going to
parties in
B
the
track
same
full
room
package
making their
next.
case.
After
First
putting a
CG will be
moratorium
at
on
7.
solar projects until June, Thursday night, the village of Tilton called a special meeting, and representatives from Earthrise Energy, landowners, and people against the project were all there. Here's WCIA 3's
B.
Tyler Hill with the details.
Will we track it? Kill their mics.
I listened to everybody's complaints. I tried to take those
Ready,
complaints
locator?
and address them in this
You can
ordinance.
insert.
For the first time, Mayor Bill Ware shared the draft of this ordinance with the public Thursday night. He says he's hoping to find
Thank
middle
you.
ground
Bill
on
is
the
at
ongoing
28.
debate around a solar farm between Catlin and Tilton.
Whether or not we get a happy medium, I don't know, but that's what we're
LQ
trying
has
to
found that
accomplish.
happy
He's
medium.
talked with
We have
people
less
fighting
than 90
against
left
the
in
panel
the pack.
project.
They lose their country
Bill.
view, the cornfields. Some of the questioning was, you're taking
The last
food away.
CG's at
and
53.
those for it. Now,
After
he's
this
drafting
pack,
an
we'll be
ordinance
going to
try and
Taylor for a
regulate
tag.
what could come to town. Earthrise
And then
Energy, the
Mitch
company
Etster will
proposing a
left with
1,400-acre solar farm between these two Vermilion County villages, was also in attendance, providing their feedback on what they see as restrictive.
Portions of the ordinance appear to go beyond
That's
what
Justin.
would be typically considered reasonable for land use regulations,
lose it.
and
That is
instead
it for
impose standards
CG.
that are overly restrictive and in some cases effectively prohibit solar.
Complaints include requiring the facility to be set back a minimum of 1,800 feet. Earthrise disagrees, saying they've studied the 100 municipalities closest to Tilton who have such ordinances.
And we found that the greatest setback is about 500 feet, with most municipalities at around 300 feet.
And landowners say this could make a positive difference for them.
This one is uniquely
Less than
sited
30.
such that the benefits of it far outweigh the downsides that still exist.
Both the mayor and the board
15.
say they will continue to fine-tune the language on what's being considered a very fluid situation.
LQ has found
What
that
we try
happy
to do,
medium.
like I said earlier, we're just
Five
trying to
out,
find that
stand by,
happy
ready
medium
Taylor's
where,
mic.
I don't know. I guess if everybody's mad at you, you found that medium.
Open her mic. I'm on her.
Tyler Hale reporting. Mayor Ware tells WCIA 3 the board will vote on this ordinance at a later
Ready
date,
Mitch's
but he
mic
says
with
he
A
doesn't
in the
have
wall.
a timetable
Open
for
Mitch's
when that
mic.
will happen yet.
Roll A and
pressure
reveal.
is on
Kill
in
Taylor's
Springfield for
mic.
lawmakers to take action to lower prescription drug prices, but as a bill that promises solutions picks up momentum, some healthcare groups are asking lawmakers to pump the brakes. The
taking video
debate
full, you
is
can
all over
insert.
expanding the
track
340B
full
drug
status
pricing
next.
program. The new opposition, it comes from a group called Black Doctor. That's a Chicago-based company claiming to be the largest online health resource for black families. They don't oppose the program, just how it's being expanded. They feel nearly half the clinics that would see increased
Ready, B,
support from the
track
bill aren't in low-income areas at all. So they want lawmakers to put a pause on expanding it until they sort it all out.
Will we track it? Kill his mic.
And so, as
can
we
insert name.
talk about Illinois, and this is
You can
not
lose
just
it.
his
LQ
young
is
folks
unwealthier
say blowing
communities.
smoke. Illinois hospital expansion of
review,
the
continue.
340B clinics has focused, unfortunately, on
Open his
wealthier
mic.
communities.
While there might
Ready,
be
Taylor, one
opposition,
shot.
momentum appears to be swinging in favor of supporting 340B expansion at the State House. Just yesterday, in fact, the House Speaker gave his seal of approval of the bill, signing on as a co-sponsor, and a bipartisan group of 3 House
Open
representatives
Taylor's mic.
joined him.
I'm on her.
Well, let's
Ready
take a break from the
boxes
news
with
and
Adam.
check in
Ready
on
Adam's
the weather.
mic.
Some of you may have been woken up overnight with hail and thunderstorms rolling through. We've got
Adam
meteorologist Adam
boxes.
Sherwinski.
You
Adam,
can
are
open
things
Adam's
looking calmer
mic.
for the weekend? I know you were here last night tracking it all.
Yeah, the good news is that cold front
I'm
swept
on him. You
so
can kill
fast
Taylor's
through the
mic.
region,
Insert
it
name.
cut off the surface support for those thunderstorms.
lose it.
So the tornadic threat really dialed down pretty quickly. That's the good news. Bad news is we still had elevated thunderstorms to talk about.
Taking
And we
this
had some
full.
hail, too. I was looking at storm reports from last night, early this morning, and really so far we've had Champaign and Vermilion County had some golf ball-sized hail with some.
Thank you
can
for
put in
tuning
her
in
name.
and welcome to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jacqueline Friedlander.
You can
40
lose it.
North is cultivating creativity in Central Illinois
Ready
through
to zoom
music,
out?
art, and hands-on activities. Here today
zooming
with
out.
more information and a
can
project
slowly
that
bring
you can
down the
make at
cart.
home is Elsie Hedgepath. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell me a little bit about 40 North.
Ready, LZ.
So 40 North
Ready,
is
camera
the
6. I'm on camera 6. You
umbrella
can
arts
put in
and
her
cultural
name.
organization for Champaign County. We are the Champaign
lose it.
County Arts
Can you give me
Council.
the
So we
North
connect
Square
artists,
logo?
musicians and performers with
I'm taking this
opportunities.
full.
We're the ones putting art
can
within
tilt
the
up,
everyday
thank you,
landscape within
perfect.
Champaign County, and we're also
Ready, 6?
providing quite a few different
I'm back on
arts-based
6.
programs and events throughout the
Ready,
county.
5.
And
I'm
how
on
did you
5.
get started?
So actually, our organization is about 24
Ready,
years
6?
old.
Oh, wow.
I'm
well,
on 6.
you say, oh, wow, but in the realm of arts councils, that's
It's a
really,
baby?
that's-
I'm on
it's
5.
a baby. It's a baby. You go around Illinois or even around the country and you see arts councils
6?
bragging like, we're in our 175th
Oh,
year.
wow, okay.
You know, so we're still relatively
Ready,
young.
6? And I'm on
but
6.
it started about 24 years ago when a group of very arts-minded individuals here in Champaign County got together and said, I think we need this. Like, I think we need
I'm
an
on 5.
organization to kind of bring together the arts and creative community here. So they wrote a grant and hired a consultant to meet with stakeholders all throughout the county and see if it really was needed.
I'm on 5.
You know, if we put forth the effort to start this organization, is it really needed? And the consultant came back and said overwhelmingly yes. So those folks banded together and did what it took to incorporate and start a 501c3 nonprofit, which is 40
I'm
more.
on 5.
There you go. And so today, what is it that we are making? I see you have brought a variety of different supplies. So what are we doing here?
So we've got some collage journal making today. And this is a type of activity that you might see at one of our monthly Postmark Urbana programs that we do in conjunction with City of Urbana and Urbana Arts and Culture program.
And so if you want to follow along at home, you can kind of take anything, right? I see some magazines, coloring books, scrapbook paper. What else have we got here? Scissors, tape.
Yep.
Washi tape. And these are paint swatches that you get at
yeah, those are paint samples. So
Ready, 6.
Thank you
Ready,
to
5.
thank you to Lowe's.
There you go.
I'm on 5.
So
Ready,
paint
6.
samples that then you can kind of use as backdrops or put down. Awesome. So how do we do this?
It's really up to whatever you want. I love every January when we do this activity because it can be highly customizable. You know, you don't have to have a super strong artistic background to do it. It's just whatever you want to do.
Oh, there's an example. We were talking about that before the show, about how I'm the type of person that if I have an example, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now I see what we're kind of going for.
Yeah. So you can see in that example, they did some layering with their different paper options there. They use some stickers. Some of the paper has been cut out along the edge. Some of it has been ripped, and so it's more of a raw, natural edge to add some texture. But it's I love it because the personality and personalization is just endless.
Right. So right before we started, I put a quick sticker on the front of mine and then figured I would build my design around this free spirit sticker. And then on the inside, it's all blank for writing or drawing, but you can also, I feel like when I do junk journaling at home, I a lot of times will like to put envelopes or like little small pockets so you can cut kind of the edges of these and make little pockets to put, you know, a ticket stub or something like that that you want to write about kind of on the inside. So I think that's where I'm going to start. Where are you starting? What are you going to do first?
I'm going with the layering option here. So I was just kind of getting things set up before I start taping and or gluing down. I am very strongly willing spring to come right now.
Yes.
I don't think I could want it anymore. So
you're done with the cold weather?
I am. So I went through like our magazines that we have here, and I'm trying to find like bright, beautiful skies and flowers, and that's where my motivation is today. That's what I'm feeling. So I am building it around this flower image and using some really fun spring colors to add some variety and some texture and fun to it.
Well, and I like that you've also done the exact thing that you were mentioning of you tore some of it, you neatly cut some of it, so then it's kind of a, you know, it gives it that kind of texture and design.
Ready, 6.
So I didn't end up making pocket corners, but I put little embellishments on the sides out of this. I think this is such a great idea.
I'm
you
on
could
5.
even fold these and make little pockets. Like, that's great. And then I also am inspired by some of the stuff in here. We definitely don't have time to finish our projects, but this is a great, I feel like scrapbooking and junk journaling like this is a very like sort of relaxing therapeutic thing that anybody can do at home or in a group.
Full pager and taking this
and
full.
just seeing kind of how people played off of each other in the group setting.
I'm on
like,
6.
oh, did you see
Ready,
this?
5.
You should try this.
I'm on 5.
I really love that, the community aspect of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and for sharing the information about 40 North and teaching us how to do this.